Hello everyone, welcome back to another session. In this session, I'm going to explain how to create the payment terms in SAP system. So here we will learn how to create the normal payment terms and as well as how to create the installment payment terms as well. So to create the payment terms, we need to access the transaction code OBB8. So here I have entered the transaction code in command field and then hit enter. And see, now here we can see a system has a default standard SAP has defined payment terms. Here we can see. Now here I'm going to show you how to create the payment term now. So just click on new entries here, and then here give the payment term name as 001, and then here mention the description due in 30 days. And then I want this only this payment term only applicable for vendors, so I'm selecting only vendors here, and default baseline date. So based on what our selection, the calculation will be started. So let's suppose if I take here baseline date. What is the baseline date means? Baseline date derives the due date of a line item. If in any interviews, if anyone asks what is a baseline date, we have to answer like baseline date it derives the due date of a line item. We can say like that. So here I am selecting the baseline date as a document date, and here I'm entering number 30 days, and then hit enter and click on save. So here we can see TR has been generated, and then here we can see data was saved. Okay, now I will open another new session and I will post one invoice here. Let me select the supplier. This is my supplier, and I'm selecting the invoice date and posting it as same date as 22 April, and here I am mentioning the invoice reference as invoice 030 days, and then here I am entering the amount as 1000, and then we need to enter the payment term in a header level only. Just click on payment, and then here one, hit enter. So this is my baseline date. As per the document date, this is my baseline date. Baseline date means whatever the date which is mentioned in the document date, it means invoice date. It will started calculated from this date, and exact 30 days will be 22/5/2024. So due on 2020 22/5/2024. So here I will be selecting the expense GL account, and then I'll be entering the amount, and then for the cost expense GL account we need to enter the cost center. So here I'm mentioning the, just click on F4 here, then hit enter, and then click on post. So here we document has been posted in company code 2009. Now let me open a vendor line item report FPL1N, and then I'm entering this vendor number here. Now here we can see the document which I have posted in is 19004 ending with 4. This is my document, and which is it's showing as currently it's showing as not due. So it's, if it is 22/5/2024, then only it will show as overdue. So let me go back in the vendor line item display report. I am selecting here as May month 2022/05/2024. Now it will show as a due item. So here we can see due. This is overdue. This line item we have to concentrate on. This is due as on 2022/5 Okay, and if you want to default the payment term at a vendor master level, sorry, to particular vendor, we need to update the payment term in vendor master data. So to update the vendor master data, we need to access the transaction code BP, and then here select the supplier number, and then here enter the vendor number here, just hit enter, double click on this vendor number and change the BP row to suppliers and click on company code, and then click on change icon, and then here vendor payment transactions, we need to assign the payment term. Okay, now data has been saved. Now again go back to AB60 screen. Again I'm trying to enter the document again, hit enter 5000, and then hit enter. System will automatically take the payment term. So here we can see system has automatically taken the payment term. Okay, now I will show you how to create the installment payment terms. Okay, to create the installment payment terms, first of all we need to create one installment payment term, and how many installments may we want, those many payment terms we have to create. So here I am creating the new entries H002, 60 days here, and here clicking on payment document date, and then here enter the 60 and save it, and go back, click on new entries, again 3 document date, here I am mentioning 90 days, and then here mention the 90, hit enter and save, and again come back, 04, installment payment term, select this one here, and then select the default baseline date, this one, and here we can mention 30, 60, 90, "30 days 5% I am taking, in 60 days 2%. Okay, if it is installment, we don't need these all things. Okay, okay, then save. Okay, now click on position 001. So this is 30 days and 60 days and 90 days, and this is my main installment payment term. So now I need to assign this H00123 this one. To assign the payment terms, we need to access the transaction code OBB9. So here new entries H004, 1, 2, 3, 4, then click on save. Okay, now go back to B60 screen. Then I'm selecting another supplier, same supplier and the same date. Okay, and here I'm giving as another reference number, and then here I will maintain amount as a 10,000, and then click on payment. So by default system has taken the default which we have updated in the master data, enter master data level. So here I am changing it to installment payment method. Okay, now go back here and again click on select the GL account, enter the amount and enter the cost object for this expense GL account, and then click on post. So here we can see document 19000 ending with 5 was posted in company code 2009. So now I'm coming back to vendor line item display report. Go one step back, and now again I'm selecting open items 2020 open item key as and date as 2022 April 2024, and then click on execute here. So here we can see these three documents the system has posted based on the installment wise. So first one I will show you here. So my first one is 30%, means 10,000 means 30% means 3,000, and second one is also 30%, again 3,000, and third one is 40% of the total payment. So based on this only it has been created. Now we will see the dates when it will be due. I'm going one step back here, file. Now click on execute. So here we can see the first line item has been changed to due, and this will be due on 22 June, and this will be on 22 July. So go one step back here, then change to directly July, and then click on execute. Now here we can see all items are overdue. This is the functionality of payment terms in SAP system. Okay, and one more thing I want to highlight, just go step back, session OBB8. So I will create one more payment term which is 005. So here we have two baseline date calculation, two functionalities. We have fixed date and additional months. So if you want to create a payment term for 45 days, you can directly mention 45 days here, or else you can mention 15 and month 1 document date. So here 45 days I'm mentioning, and then click on save. Now when I use this payment term, what system will do, it will calculate 15 days here and plus 1 month, totally 45 days it will calculate. Let me show you here. So here you can see it's a baseline date, it's taking as a 22/05/2024, 1 month baseline date, and from there it's taking a 15 days again, which is it will be due on 6th June 6th. It will be due on June 6th. So this is the process. This is the functionality of this additional months. And if you click on day limit here, day limit functionality is there. So if you put as 15 or 10 or 5, whatever the invoices, let's suppose if you have put the 15, whatever the invoices has been posted till 15, it will be due on the month end. We can put the fixed date here. that day, whatever the entries invoice has been posted till that date, those all will be due on whatever the fixed date we have, will be mentioning here. On that day it will be due. So this is the overall functionality of payment terms in SAP system. So that's all in this session. Thank you so much.